He almost spilled it out of the glass. But he's
so
fine.
actually, let's take a moment just in the middle of our discussion to talk about this, because I'm assuming we're relatively halfway done with this, if not more.
Yeah, we're at like
time,
the 30-minute mark.
Are we really?
Yeah.
I would have thought, honestly, that we were a little longer than that, but whatever. So let's talk about this 1 Foot Cock whiskey. So this is a bourbon whiskey. So, and it was also made into small batches with New York grains, which are mashed, fermented, and distilled in New York, like you were saying, because everything is local for this.
Everything.
And they do all of it out of the back, right?
Yeah.
So it's a true distillery where they're making it right in that area.
For sure.
Right?
Yep.
Do they outsource anything? Do they outsource grains? I mean, I'm only asking you because you were there.
Yeah, they said no. Everything is New York made.
And it says in barrel age our whiskey on site. So this is truly a full bourbon whiskey that was distilled there. No other flavors or anything coming in from a different area.
Yeah, the only thing that's from a different state is the wood that the barrels are made from, and that's Arkansas. Fairly certain it was Arkansas wood. But otherwise, yeah, it's all...
So this is batch 40, bottle 99, aged a minimum of 1 year. So that means, obviously, that it's a minimum of 1 year, so you can have a 1-year-old bottle and a 10-year-old bottle.
Yeah.
So there's really no understanding of what actual age this is, but it's at least 1 year old.
They did say that they were trying to make more 10-year-old bottles, but the issue is that they can't keep the product long enough
because they're selling it so fast.
Yeah.
So in comparison to other whiskeys you've had, and this is going to be really subjective because everybody's palate is different.
For sure. I'd still rate it really high, though.
Yeah.
It is really good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, let's talk about like the flavor profile of it. Let's take a look at the packaging is awesome. I really love the 1 Foot Cock logo. It's obviously a play on words. It has a nice rooster right on the top of it.
Yeah, it's a one-legged rooster,
which is sweet. I think that the label was designed really well. There's
a story behind it too.
Do you know it?
Yeah. So the owner of the entire distillery, it was an inside joke. He had people over, and he basically had a barn, and they were like moonshiners, and he'd bring people over to try his whiskeys.
Okay.
And he had a barn rooster that blew off in a storm, and the leg broke off.
Really?
So at the next party that he had, he goes, "Why don't you guys come in the back and try my 1 Foot Cock?" And he was like this older guy who it was his nature to just offend everybody, and that was his sense of humor.
He sounds like he would be one of our friends.
For sure. Like, he would probably be my grandpa. And that's where it came from. So he's like, yeah, now there's t-shirts, it's a full thing.
Because like you said, this 1 Foot Cock isn't just the name of their bourbon. It
Correct.
is the name of all of their alcohol products that they put out of it.
Yeah. Everything they have. So it's Buffalo Distilling Co., and their product is known as 1 Foot Cock. So they have bourbon whiskeys, they have a vodka, they have almost like a liqueur. It's really good.